meaningful moment for all of us at PSS. Always, from our very humble beginnings, our mission has been to treat each and every individual reaching out for help with dignity, with respect, and with kindness, as they journey with their family to self-sufficiency. At PSS, the individuals we serve are our heroes. Their persistence, resilience inspire us each and every day. But at the same time, it's impossible to take thoughtful steps to a more secure future for yourself and your children if your children are suffering from hunger and the raw violence of poverty. Most of us here today do not know what it's like to be hungry, or worse, for our child to be hungry. Last year, 2,200 hungry children living in our community, right here in Sussex and Warren County, were nourished by the Food Project. 705 seniors and over 4,000 struggling adults had their bodies and spirits nourished by the generosity of this community and all of you. Sometimes families use the food pantry once or twice a year. Most often, though, families use the pantry 10 or more times a year, resulting in a staggering delivery of 361,000 meals. In July this year alone, 2,700 unduplicated individuals, adults, children, and seniors, benefited from the emergency food you all helped us provide. The Nourish to Flourish Pantry is a giant step for us. Thanks to the generous grant from Growing Healthy Pantries and working with our food bank partner, Nourish, we have been able to update our hunger relief operations in a really, really big way. This big step is also a return to our pre-COVID pantry choice model. We had a small but mighty food pantry serving less than 1,000 families, less than 100 families a month, and it was run by a small but mighty team of 2 long-term volunteers, Jay and Judy Dunn, and it worked. For a long time, this model met our needs and the needs of our community. And then 2020 happened. With COVID, we switched to a completely contactless food pantry. We had a team of 3 in the office, then 6, then 9, then 12, then all of us back again together to make sure that everyone who came to our door was able to leave with bags and bags of packed food. And it worked. For 5 years, our team has grown, our partnerships have grown, our volunteers have grown, and now, with the support of Growing Healthy Families, NorWestCap, the Food Shed Alliance, and Grow a Row, we are back to a Choice Pantry taking a giant leap forward. We now have a new, respectful, and cozy place, a bigger footprint, and an amazing variety of fresh foods, all displayed just like ShopRite or Hayek's Market. And we are thrilled to be partnering with so many wonderful organizations to offer this essential resource to our vulnerable families. Our favorite quote here at PSS, which most of you have heard many, many times, is from New Jersey native Alice Paul. Each of us puts in one little stone, and then you get a great mosaic in the end. And so we thank our partners for building this mosaic and making this wonderful new initiative possible. And so we thank NorWestCap, the Food Shed Alliance, Grow a Row, Hudson Farm, the County of Sussex, the Town of Newton, our food packing volunteers, our garden volunteers, and our very, very generous board of directors who give and give and give to help families that we serve. A special thanks to Matt Burke, Donna West, and Kate McNamara for their so many efforts to launch this great new program. Thank you. We have a lot of people that want to say a few words today, so I'd like to introduce Alan Henderson, Sussex County Commissioner. Thank you, Alan.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. Boy, am I glad I didn't have to follow those singers, because I can tell you I can't sing at all. So I'm really glad I didn't follow that last group. As I was driving over here thinking about today, I'm thinking how fortunate I was growing up in life not to ever need any kind of service. As I pulled in the parking lot, I thought, where would all those people be without organizations like this? Where would they be today? As I walked in the room, I had a conversation with a lady in front of me who I was thinking the exact same thing she was. When I sat down in my chair and looked around this room with the smiles on the people's face in here, I think that tells everything about your organization. The success you see in the people around here is absolutely incredible. I don't know where they would be without you. On behalf of our County Commissioner Board, I commend you for everything you've done. Look forward to your grand opening here and wish you the very best of luck with it. Thank you.
Thank you, Alan. Now I'd like to introduce our new mayor, Helen Lefroy, who is also going to be here a month from now at our Season of Hope press conference.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. Thank you to Deb and her team for inviting me here today to help celebrate the opening of this important initiative. And I love the Nourish to Flourish name, as it really sets the tone for the program and its expansion. And I think our preschoolers said it best this morning: making good and healthy food choices is so important, and this initiative is going to provide the ability to do so for so many families. And once again, Project Self-Sufficiency is working hard to meet the needs of the families they serve with comprehensive programming. Today we open more than just a pantry, we open a promise to our neighbors. In Sussex County, over 8,800 residents, that's 6.1% of our population, face food insecurity every day. And these numbers are not just statistics, they represent families, seniors, and children in our own community who struggle to put food on the table. The opening of this market-style food pantry at Project Self-Sufficiency is a powerful step forward in how we care for one another. By offering families the opportunity to choose the foods that best meet their needs, we're not just addressing hunger, we're restoring dignity, respect, hope, and empowering choice. This pantry reflects the heart of our community, compassionate, innovative, and deeply committed to ensuring that no one faces food insecurity alone. Thank you to the partners, the staff, volunteers, and to everyone who has helped to make today's vision a reality, and to everyone that in the future will help to make sure that this program continues to grow and thrive. We thank you for your contributions, we thank you for your support, and we thank you for taking care of our neighbors, who many of which will never know the people that are helping to support them. God bless, thank you, and I wish you best of luck.
But you can't wait to hear her speak at the Season of Hope press conference. Thank you for those wonderful comments. And now I'd like to introduce Lisa Weber, who is the Senior Director of Food Security and Health Equity at Westcap. Lisa comes from a corporate life, and she's been in the nonprofit world just a couple of years. And I have to say that she came and she met with us when she first came to Westcap, and she talked about a vision for what food pantries could be. And I wanted to get on her team. And I have to say that our relationship with the food bank and the food that we're getting for our families, and I think our packers know this, the fresh foods that we're getting, the delivery here, it's just been a really wonderful partnership. And I just want to thank you, Lisa.
So thank you for those kind words. I'm so thrilled to be able to be here and be part of this ribbon cutting today. And I think it's very fitting that it's happening during September, Hunger Action Month. So really, really awesome. So yes, I'm Lisa Weber. I'm a Senior Director at Westcap. I've been there a little over 2 years. And so to just give you a little bit of context on Westcap and our food bank, we serve Hunterdon, Sussex, and Warren County. So what food banks do is to really get the best nutritious food out to all of our pantry partners. So Westcap, across the 3 counties we serve up to 80 partners. So think of it as soup kitchens, pantry partners of all different sizes. So small pantry partners and beautiful organizations like Project Self-Sufficiency. So when I met Deb for the first time, we had so much to talk about, and we first focused on we have to get really great nutritious food to the pantry, fresh produce, fresh fruits and vegetables, and it's partners like Food Shed Alliance and America's Grower Row that allow us to do that, and we made that happen, right? So then our next step was we can go back to where we were prior to COVID and offer a beautiful choice experience for all of the clients we serve. So that was the vision. Part of that was bringing Project Self-Sufficiency into our first cohort of growing healthy pantries. So to just give you 2 minutes on that, that's a statewide collaborative across all of the New Jersey Feeding America food banks. And what we wanted to do was to build capacity for all of our partners. So it started with something that was like a toolkit that would help partners at all levels. And then it was investing in things that you need to offer choice. So when you see the beautiful space in a little bit, we helped to invest in the freezer and the refrigerator that you can open, looks like a beautiful marketplace. So it's that infrastructure investment. And then we do things like just bring people together. So Deb met just recently with another one of our pantry partners that's offering choice because they can all learn from each other. So that's our work as food bank system, to bring the state together, bring funding together. So Growing Healthy Pantries was funded through Horizon Foundation, Feeding America, Boundless Collaboration, and many other funders to try to make this work happen across the state. So very, very excited, and we were excited to have Project Self-Sufficiency join the first cohort of 19 pantries in Growing Healthy Pantries statewide. Launching their marketplace-style pantry is a powerful step toward healthier communities. They're prioritizing dignity, compassion, and giving individuals and families the ability to choose what's best for them. So thrilled to be part of this day.
Thank you for all the wonderful food. Next, I'd like to introduce Christine Peruta, who we've been working with for a very long time. She is the Food Access Director of the Food Shed Alliance and Local Share. Christine?
We all have food stories we could tell. And this gem is my own. It's a true story. I remember the huge pot of sauce and meatballs for Christmas that was cooling in the garage. It was actually sitting on top of a garbage pail, and it fell over, all over the floor, the car, the walls. And I remember my poor mother crying and heaping the floor. Then I realized that she could reach out to my boyfriend's father, who surely had gravy in the freezer, and he did. So that sauce was used for our Christmas dinner, and my poor mother has had to live with, on top of spaghetti, with our own custom lyrics from that moment on. She is almost 90. That Italian boy in the story, he is my husband, and on Christmas we serve lasagna. Food is family. Food is shared cultural traditions. Food is celebration. Food is medicine. Food is nutrition. Food is community, and food is an expression of love. Providing access and offering choice, that's the gold standard for how a food pantry should operate. It's about more than just handing out food. It's about ensuring that people can choose the ingredients they need to cook the meals they love, meals that are familiar, nourishing, and culturally relevant. That's where fresh, locally grown produce becomes so essential, and where the Food Shed Alliance steps in. Our mission connects farmers to families through a network of food banks, pantries, schools, senior centers, volunteers, and most importantly, the people we all serve. I want to take a moment and shine the light on the farmers, the heart of this system. During the pandemic, we saw just how critical local farmers are. When national supply chains broke down, our local farmers stepped in. Programs like Local Food for Purchase Assistance Program, the LFPA program, didn't just help pantries, they supported the very people who grow our food. And if you're not familiar with the LFPA program, it was a USDA program in which local food banks were able to purchase and partner with local farmers to purchase food, the beautiful food that Deb and Lisa have both referred to. It's coming from local farms grown locally. So that was a huge joint project that came about. And it really supported our farmers, the people who grow our food and have food available for us on the table every night. They put real dollars into the hands of the local farmers while putting fresh produce in the homes of those who needed it most. A win-win for the whole community. This is what a community-centered food system looks like. One that feeds people while sustaining the land and livelihoods that make it possible. From West Cap's Food Bank to Local Share's Cleaning Program, from our partners at SNAP Ed to this pantry that we're here to celebrate today. Every piece of this system matters. I want to thank you all and thank Deb for inviting me to be with you here today. Thank you, Christine.
I remember Christine's first cleaning project with us was corn for the back-to-school fair. I remember your truck and apples too. So thank you. when we talk about our heroes being our clients, our heroes are also our Little Sprouts and our Youth Corps students who come here to study hard and to participate in community service so that they can get their high school equivalency. And today we are very fortunate to have one of those heroes here today, Juan Carlos, who's going to talk a little bit about his journey.
Good morning, everyone. Where I come from, many families don't have much. They struggle to secure basic, everyday living essentials such as food, diapers, strollers, car seats, and household essentials. Growing up in the foster system is underserved, poverty-stricken areas. I had a front row seat to observing the community struggles firsthand. The everyday community struggle with financially, hardship, poverty, food insecurities, and community violence. After moving to Suction County, it continues to be an adjustment for myself and my family with not knowing where to look for help. We came across Project Self-Sufficiency. Thanks to the generosity of Project Self-Sufficiency, they provide so many different services free to the community, to underserved families like mine. For many, a food pantry isn't just a place to fill a bag, it's a place that people can come to feel seen and to be heard. It's a lifeline for parents who lie awake at night worrying about if they are going to be able to feed their family, if they use hard-earned money to pay the bills. The PSS Food Pantry is a place where parents are reassured that their child get to go to school in the morning fed, and a community where food basics needs are difficult to come by. Having access to the food pantry means the world to us. What amazes me about the agency is not just how much they can provide, but the volunteers and the donors who kindness and generosity makes all the magic at PSS possible. Aside from providing tangible items, volunteers are always there, offering a listening ear and a warm smile, which often makes a difference in someone's day. On behalf of Project Self-Sufficiency that utilizes the food pantry, we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Your compassion and kindness have turned the daily struggle into one less worry for our families and communities.
Wow, Juan, thank you. Thank you very much. Juan is going to complete and graduate from the Youth Corps program in just 1 month. And that's why we're all here. We have a number of people we'd like to introduce, and if you'd like to come up and say a few words, we'd love to have you do that. Jessica Clark and Craig Hart from Hudson Farm. Hudson Farm shows up at our door with the most delicious looking basil and hydroponically grown lettuce. Did you want to say anything? No? We've been relying on Hudson Farm for several years to come with their beautiful produce. Would you like to come up?
Yes, hello. So I'm Craig, Jessica, we're at Hudson Farm. We're just grateful that we have a place that we can go and donate, some of our hard-grown produce and know that it's going to go to families and people that really truly need it. As a farmer, whether you're in a greenhouse or out in the field, you don't always know if your market's going to be there or not. And so when things fall through and you have good produce, you still want to go to the community and the public and get to the people that really need it. So, we've just been very thankful that we've been able to work with a lot of the food pantries in the area and Project Self-Sufficiency. And so they're always open to take our produce, and we're just very happy to be able to do that. So, yeah.
I second that. I feel that every time that we've come knocking on your door, you've been there with open arms and happy to take the produce. And yes, everyone told us how good the basil makes the whole smell. So we really appreciate it because, as Craig said, being growers, if you don't have someone to give your produce to, it's kind of like a lost connection. But you've helped to maintain that connection, and we love that. So we love it.
And we'll continue to help you with that produce, that beautiful produce. We also have Michelle Zakowski, a field representative for Congressman Tom Kaine's office. Michelle, would you like to come up?
Hi everyone, I'll keep this very brief, but I just want to thank everyone for having me here today. This is truly a wonderful place with so many wonderful volunteers and such a wonderful organization. It really is the epitome of community as well as generosity. So on behalf of the Congressman and our office, I really want to thank everyone for having me here today and having such a wonderful space in Sussex County. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you. We also have Maddie Woolen from Congressman Gottheimer's office. Maddie?
Hi everyone. I'm Maddie. I'm with Congressman Gottheimer's office. I'm a constituent services liaison, so I'm aware of all the good work that Project Self-Sufficiency does for the community. Unfortunately, the congressman couldn't be here today, but he did send me on his behalf to present the certificate of recognition to Project Self-Sufficiency's Nourish to Flourish food pantry on the occasion of their grand opening. So your invaluable service to the community, to Newton, and to the 5th District is exemplary, so I thank you very much.